Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello. You and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here, y'all. We got a good one for you tonight. G4, we're talking about. It was the network for the culture, of the culture, and by the culture for all the gamers and nerds and for everybody in between that felt like they did not have a home. It was first on with NBC Universal for a very long time. Then it ended. Then it came back through Comcast Spectre, and then that went to hell. Well, what if I told you that the third time was the charm? And what if I told you that it could happen from Universal Orlando Resort? Let's get into it because higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. So I want to show you this because this is the thumbnail. Now, for those of you who know where this is, right? This, as soon as I find it, right here, this picture right here was at Nickelodeon Studios right now. Don't worry. I got Gronolodeon a little bit later on tonight. So please come back at 8:30. Y'all, that is all AI. Okay. So don't go run it off and say G4 is coming back. No, this is an idea. Okay. So in order to understand why this could be or why I think it could be, and not to mention too, if you look at the quote, the slogan says plug of the culture. If you know G4's old slogan, it was G4 plug in. So we're still all about the plug. Amen there. All right, so let's get into G4 here. Here we go. So G4 was an American paid television and digital network owned by NBC Universal and later Comcast Spectre that primarily focused on video games, technology, pop culture, and gaming culture. The network was originally owned by G4 Media, a joint venture between NBC Universal Cable Division of NBC Universal and Dish Network. By the time of the channel's initial closure, G4 first launched on April 24th, 2002. In late 2012, the network's final studio program were canceled in preparation for a planned relaunch of the Esquire network as part of a licensing deal with Hearst Corporation, owner of Esquire magazine. Esquire magazine will ultimately replace Style Network instead on September 23rd, 2013. G4 announced in November of 2014 that it would be closing after several years of decline. The original network shut down on December 31st, 2014. By August of 2013, it was reported that approximately 61,217,000 American households were receiving the network. Then it was a revival of the brand on July 24th of 2020. The network officially relaunched on November 16th of 2021. On October 16th, 2022, it was announced that Comcast would be shutting down the network again. The revived network closed on November 18th of 2022. So originally this original concept was to service a similar, to create a service similar to Tech TV, but target at 12 to 34 years old, an elusive demographic, right? So right here, G4 was originally created by Charles Hirschhorn, a former president of Walt Disney Television Animation. He expected video game creators eventually to produce programming for the channel, right? So that is what that is. And of course they have been broadcasting Comic-Con for a very long time, and in 2010 G4 will be the exclusive North American broadcaster of Marvel anime, which made its television debut in 2011. And then during the week of July 26th through August 1st of 2010, G4 temporarily changed its logo to 4G as a promotion for Sprint Nextel next generation wireless service, right? So they have done quite a lot. The studios were originally San Monica, California, but they were relocated to the Comcast Entertainment Group facility, which housed the E! Network and the Style Network. So that's a little bit of that. Now, of course, the revival was here at Victory Studios, which was the former home of TMZ and Extra. And of course, the Twitter accounts for Attack of the Show and X-Play were reactivated to post a teaser of announcing a revival of the network in 2021. The teaser was released during Comic-Con at Home, a virtual streaming edition of San Diego Comic-Con. G4's website was reopened with a playable game of Pong, which was if one redirected to a mailing list to sign up for updates and a free t-shirt promo code. The campaign was in reference to the network's original launch in 2002 and their shutdown in 2014. Comcast would transfer operations G4 from NBC Universal to its Spectrum division, former owners of the now defunct Prism regional premium cable television channel. So, not to mention, too, on January 28th, 2021, G4 announced that both Attack of the Show and X-Play will be revived due to high demands from the fans. They also gave a tentative date of mid-2021 for the network's relaunch, right? So all of this here. And I want to show y'all that video of that revival, okay? So here we go. Shout out to IGN for this. Here we go. Just the cinematic energy of it is amazing. Right? What a big way to announce that G4 was coming back. Now, here is the launch announcement of that. Here we go.
What's up, gamers? My name is Jerry XL, the new CEO of G4. That's Jerry_XL, by the way. I think my credentials speak for themselves. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, it's 2021. Oh, January. Where's that G4 relaunch, Jerry XL? Listen, that's a good question. I'm not saying it's not a great question. It's a fantastic question, so get it out your mind. Here's the deal. We are not quite ready yet. So we're gonna need a little bit more time. You know, whose fault is it? You might ask. I mean, who's to say, really?
Swag.
What do you mean we don't have a permit for a 300-foot OLED screen? How the hell are these pilots going to watch our esports tournament when they're landing? No, a Michelin star cereal barista. Money is no object. Yeah, I think his name is like Terraria or something. No, I don't know what Fortnite hot yoga is. Okay, but it costs a fortune. It is worth it. Just buy it. Well, it's like PRR. Can you do 3 R's in her name? No. I said I want the hologram Darth Vader to host the show. Like it's the real Darth Vader, but the hologram version. Either that or Ninja. It's like Pierre or something. Oh, dude, did we get a French guy, dude? Sick. No. The studio only works if we have all 200 interns working on the show packed into the same closet. Yeah, breathing the same air. That's part of it. Wait, like Corona the beer? No, I don't watch the news. What's up? Yeah, I want to pre-order a Cybertruck for every employee. Wait, hold on.
A Cybertruck for every employee?
Can I put you on hold for a second? Go for Jerry. No, sir. I don't know how we're out of money.
Boys.
So whose fault is it? Not important. Point is, the grand vision of the G4 network isn't ready yet. Not quite. But why should that stop us? Yeah, we might not have all this, but we do have this. B4 G4. Until the regular G4 content is ready to be rolled out later this year, my team of Zoomer gig workers is going to be making a bunch of content on a bunch of platforms. It's a little bit of a work in progress, but that's the point. This is a big experiment. There's going to be some new faces, some old faces, hell, some really old faces.
Really,
and we're going to want to know what you think. Tell us what you hate. Tell us what you love. Tell us what you'd be willing to spend your discretionary income on. I promise somebody will look at all of it and put only the nice comments into a folder for me to read.
Synergy.
B4 G4. Like before G4. Get it? God, Jerry.
B4 G4.
Shit. All right, gamers, B4 G4 is underway. So you know what you got to do: like, follow, subscribe, comment, and mash that little bell. Okay, mash the bell. That way we can hit our KPIs and we won't be fired. I'm gonna mash whoever the hell wrote this. Who wrote that? You? You're done. Get out.
So yeah, that was the launching of G4, and like I said, my connection to G4 was the fact of, man, trying not to get emotional here because I watched G4 from the point of I watched G4 from the standpoint of the Consumer Electronics Show, right? And in the E3 convention where they would be on the ground, right, to make it happen. And they would have video game announcements like right after. Well, they would air the video game announcements and then it'll be like live commentary right after. So it really was crazy the fact that they were able to do this. There we go. And I was talking with Florian tonight of the fact of, can you just imagine if, like Kevin Pereira or anybody from the world of G4 actually like saw this and like commented on it? It would be just the biggest dream come true. You know what I mean? So yeah, it really would be amazing. Let's see here, because there was like a there's one video that I'm trying to find. I may not be able to find it. I may not be able to find it. Give me a moment, y'all. All right here. Check this out.
A funny standout moment to me because I'm sure those executives are pretty shocked. Like, why are these people so happy?
I hate to sound like a cliche, but it's like a family.
All these people worked on Attack of the Show, and so it was the end of an era because Kevin Pereira wanted to expand his career, just like anybody does. You love where you are, but you know there's more for you. But this is where the revival comes.
See, for 10 hours, some 12 hours a day sometimes, longer, you see them more than your own family. A lot of friendships that I curated for 10 years were instantly gone. To lose all that overnight, in the blink of an eye, it's a lot of loss.
It definitely felt like the end of an era that wasn't going to ever happen again.
Oh man, finales are so sad. They're so emotional because of the simple fact that like they said, when you are spending time with people creating something that is on, whether it's once a week or 5 days a week, 5 nights a week, and you're renewed season after season, and it's the stuff that you don't see from all the trips and all the, the shoots, the content shoots, photo shoots, the press tours, all of that is, it creates a space that only those people understand that space. So very emotional.
Current day creators have a lot to nod their heads at to the original G4 people, because we kind of set that stage and open that gateway for, number one, anyone can do this. All you need is a camera and a good idea.
That to me is a huge plus.
And number two, don't be afraid to fly your geek flag and go niche with your interests, because there's other people out there like you.
Mm-hmm. We had magic. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had magic. We had passion. We had creative freedom. We had an environment where people respected each other, bounced ideas off each other, challenged each other to come up with the best possible content. Everyone behind the scenes and in front of the camera at G4 created content without feeling manufactured at all. It felt natural. G4 reached an audience that no one else knew how to get. And it's only after that is gone when you say to yourself, oh, when they told me how good we had it, I wish I'd realized it more.
Whatever happened with the show?
Well, G4 is coming back.
That'll be funny.
No, it is coming back. Like today, it relaunches. Do we need lawyers?
There's one big announcement that gamers have been asking for because we've been stringing them along for freaking ever.
The launch of G4.
That's right, November 16th, 2021. There, we said it. It's happening.
Oh my God, there's a new G4 TV. Kevin is back too. Oh, woe is me. The relaunch is upon us. The future is here.
By the way, those are real buildings behind them. I know it looks like a green screen, but it's real. So wanted to show you guys that just so you can kind of understand the magnitude of where we are. So with that being said, there's still a about page about G4 on NBC.com. Outrageous comedy, big stunts, nerd culture, all through the eyes of those who love video games. The home of cult hit shows like Attack of the Show and X-Play. G4 was the original network for gamers everywhere, a clubhouse that brought the niche factions of gaming culture under one positive, inclusive roof, whether you loved anime, hard-hitting, first-person power games, Giant meandering sandbox adventures, intricate cosplay, possible side-scrolling platformers, esports, gripping story-based journeys, indie musicians, tabletop role-playing games, or the latest Star Wars film. G4 was the place where everyone gathered to laugh, cry, and scream as we jumped into giant pumpkin pies just because. Now, I know what you are all thinking. Bray, how in the world are we going to get this? I got you. I don't do anything without a plan. Are you kidding me? Look at where you're at. You're on a channel with 1 million views. We got this. You and me together. We got this. Here we go. So, of course, you got to have a slogan, right? So, G4 Network, the plug of the culture, is the slogan here. Brand name, G4, the plug of the culture. Tagline, your culture, your plug. G4 is the premier hub where gaming, tech, pop culture, and entertainment converge, offering fans the latest news, deep dives, live events, and career-driven entertainment. Core values: authenticity, community, entertainment, innovation, and inclusivity. Tone and voice: energetic, witty, knowledgeable, and irreverent. Balancing insider knowledge with approachable humor. Visual identity: bold logo, bold neon-infused typography with dynamic elements representing game controllers, streaming waves, pop culture icons, colors: electric blue, neon green, black and white accents, graphics, pop culture inspired motion graphics, glitch aesthetics, and retro modern overlays. Target audience: 18 to 34 tech savvy pop culture, gaming enthusiasts, content creators, and esports fans. Secondary: casual gamers, entertainment consumers, streamers, and nerd culture fans. So, the game plan: morning plug from 7 to 10 a.m., quick news bites, trending culture, esports headlines. Afternoon plug, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., lifestyle, entrepreneur content, gaming trends, and interviews. Evening plug from 7 to 8 p.m., signature shows like Attack of the Show Revival. Yes, we're bringing back Attack of the Show in this plan. Pop culture deep dives, late night plug, 11:35 p.m. to 12:35 a.m., X-Play style gaming reviews, tech unboxings, and live community interactions. Content categories: gaming, reviews, news, esports coverage, live playthroughs, pop culture, movies, TV, comics, music, and viral trends. Creators spotlight: up-and-coming streamers, indie game developers, influencers, live shows, panel discussions, community Q&A, and tournaments. Originals docuseries on gaming culture, behind the scenes of pop culture phenomena. Key metrics to track: engagement, chat participation, social shares, comments, viewership, retention per show, cross-platform traffic, streaming, YouTube, social media clips, creator partnerships, and collaborations. Marketing plan: brand awareness campaigns, pre-launch teasers, social media countdowns, cryptic culture plugs, retro 2000s G4 nostalgia clips, influencer partnerships, collaboration with top gaming and pop culture creators to generate buzz, cross promotions, partner with Twitch, YouTube, TikTok for highlights and short form content, interactive campaign, weekly polls, your plug pick segments where the audience votes on what content they want next. Social media strategy: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, content, memes, live reactions, show highlights, behind the scenes, and creator takeovers. Tone: fun, cheeky, culturally aware, and sometimes edgy, in line with G4's legacy. Launch event: live stream plug-in event featuring celebrities, creator panels, gaming tournaments, and sneak peeks of upcoming shows. So all of this can change, right? And I'm giving you the intro so you can understand where we're going. Okay, so just follow me here. So concept plan: concept, the plug of the culture, a multi-host pop culture and gaming talk show, includes live interviews, trending news segments, interactive games with viewers, and exclusive previews of new media releases. Host a diverse mix of gamers, comedians, pop culture experts. Unique Southern proposition combines nostalgia for G4's early 2000s era with modern digital first, interactive culture convergence, community engagement, incorporate live polls, giveaways, challenges, and community shoutouts during the broadcast. Partner with creators for co-op segments to cross-pollinate fan bases. Brand extensions, merchandise, apparel, collectible pins, gaming accessories, podcasts, extended commentary from the host and special guests, digital hub, clips, highlights, and behind-the-scenes content on the G4 website app. Now, of course, I was playing around with this today, but I've landed on Universal Studios in Florida. So logistics plan: studio and production, primary studio. Studio 3C for flagship shows, and the Studio 6A for the news division. We're not gonna give away just yet, but just wait. It's gonna be really cool. Secondary locations, live event spaces for e-gaming tournaments, creator interviews and special segments, equipment, 4K multi-camera setup, augmented reality, virtual reality elements for immersive segments, professional lighting, live streaming integration, crew, producers, editors, social media coordinators, camera ops, tech support for live streams, graphics team. G4 linear broadcast, G4 streaming platform, website and app, social media clips, live segments, interactive polls, scheduling pre-production 4 to 6 weeks for pilot episode preparation, production day, recording of shows with live stream integration, post-production, same day editing for highlights, next day uploads for digital channels, partnerships, and sponsorships. This plan positions G4, the plug of the culture, as a modern, interactive, multi-platform hub for gaming and pop culture while honoring the legacy of the original G4 network. So, I know what you're probably thinking now. Okay, Bray, so we got plug of the culture. That's the brand identity. The slogan is your culture, your plug. So what's the news going to be? I'm so glad you asked. Check this out. You ready? G4's Culture Troller Live. Wait till you see the logo, okay? Now listen, this logo's not real, but it could be, okay? To everybody in that Attack of the Dock, any G4 fans out there, anybody from the world of G4 that's still in the industry and you care about G4, DM me, okay? Literally, you can DM me. I'm going to show you my banner right now. You DM me right there, Braylon_Lee25, Braylon_Lee25, Braylon_Lee25. That's BRAYLON_LEE25. DM me there. We'll go from there, okay? All right, so here we go. G4's Culture Troller Live, a live pop culture, entertainment, and video game talk plus news show produced under G4. Brand identity, Culture Troller Live, where gaming controls the culture. Tone, smart, chaotic, unapologetic, community power, plugged in. Vibe, late night talk show meets Twitch chat meets news desk. Audience, horror, ages 18 to 34. Gamers, fandoms, creators, esports fans, anime and pop culture obsessives. Brand pillars. Cultural first gaming. Gaming is the lens, not the limit. Live and reactive, real-time commentary, memes, debates, creator-driven, hosts, guests, segments powered by creators, community controlled, polls, chat, influence, live voting, unfiltered conversation, real takes, no corporate polish. Now I know what you're thinking, right? What about Attack of the Show? Don't worry, we're going to get there. But G4 needs a news division. They do. And this is going to be that foundation that's going to allow G4 to flow. Okay. Brand look, neon overlays, user interface inspired graphics, glitch transitions, controller icons, chat bubbles, reaction mirrors, modular set that feels like a gaming hub streaming room. Concept plan, type live talk news and debate show, runtime 60 to 90 minutes, frequency 2 to 3 nights per week. Distribution on G4 linear and free advertising streaming television channels. YouTube live, Twitch clips on TikTok, Shorts, Reels, and Twitter. Host structure, main host culture forward gamer personality or entertainment personality. Co-host 2 to 3. Gaming expert, pop culture, entertainment analyst, internet culture, creator voice, rotating guest chair, streamers, actors, developers, musicians, and athletes, recurring segments. Controller check. Biggest gaming and culture headlines, patch notes in real life, updates on movies, TV, anime, and music. Chat has to stick, the joystick there. Audience votes on takes and topics. Culture boss fight, debate segments, 2 sides, live poll winner, main character moment, creator or fan spotlight, clip that broke the internet. You guys remember a segment called Around the Net on Attack of the Show. Viral breakdown and power down, final hot takes and preview of tomorrow's drops. Game plan, execution strategy, phase 1, soft launch pilot episodes, rotating hosts, heavy chat integration testing, creator guest heavy episodes, clip for strategy to test segments, season 2, full season rollout, locked host lineup, weekly theme nights, anime night, first person power night, fandom night. Maybe there might be a new drop of the game. So imagine G4 Culture Troller Live, 5 Nights at Freddy Takeover. Okay. I'm not gonna be hosting that one because I know what happens at Five Nights at Freddy's, and I like to stay alive. Okay, but moving on, branded sponsored segments, live audience episodes, expansion, live from conventions, Comic-Con, Gamescom, TwitchCon, pop-up controller, Culture Troller desk at eSporting events spinoff, Culture Troller Gaming, Culture Troller Fandom, Culture Troller After Dark, marketing campaign, launch campaign. Who's got the controller? Countdown clips featuring creators taking control of the show. Social polls deciding first episode topics, creator duets and reaction videos. Key marketing channels, TikTok and Shorts primary growth engine. Twitch raids and cross streams. YouTube community posts. Twitter live commentary during shows. Y'all remember that Twitter wall? That was on track of the show. Discord hub for super fans, creator strategy, weekly guest creators for episodes, host creators co-stream episodes, fan clip contest, best chat moment wins, brand partnerships, gaming publishers, launch tie-ins, streaming platforms, tech and peripheral brands, entertainment studios during release cycles, merch and IP extension, chat controls the show, merch, segment, base drop, limited edition controller skins, logistics plan, production setup, studio modular LED wall, desk and couch, crew size lean, live broadcast team, director, technical director, live producer, social clip editor, real-time chat moderator team, technology stack, live polling and chat integration software, social sentiment tracking, instant clip capture, post system, multi-platform live encoder, scheduling, live shows time for East West Coast overlap, clips drop within 5 minutes of moments of airing, next day recap cuts for fast YouTube monetization, sponsorship reads or live reads, branded segments, fast channel ad inventory, super chats and memberships, event-based live shows, merchandise and licensing. Why Culture Troller Live works, revives G4 legacy without nostalgia traps, built for live reaction culture, turns gaming into the center of entertainment discourse, designed to scale into events, franchises, and spinoffs, treats the audience as co-hosts and not viewers. So, I said create a logo for the show. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Come on. Come on. Listen, come on now. If that's not a cool logo for a TV show, I don't know what is. Yes, Culture Troller. So you basically just took off the control, put culture in front of it. So it's called Culture Troller Live. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, indeed there. So that is the logo for Culture Troller Live. And then, of course, Culture Troller News. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So that is everything you need to know for now. Now I want to show you what the set is going to look like. You ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is the set of G4 Culture Troller News. Y'all, let me tell you something. If this ends up happening, I promise you, G4 will never go off the air. And some of you are probably wondering, Bray, why are you talking about G4? Right now, in the creator economy, there is not a network for the creator economy. And most of the talent that is on mainstream TV and on streaming platforms are coming from YouTube. This format and the format that we're about to unveil here live tonight will be smooth like butter. I promise you. So, with that being said, let's get to it because there's a lot of shows we gotta go over. So here we go. So, of course, brand plan, network identity, G4, the G4 network, the plug of the culture tagline, gaming, pop culture live, brand voice, interject, savvy, culturally aware, inclusive, and irreverent. Brand pillars, gaming and esports live, authentic live interactive coverage, pop culture insight, news, trends, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, community engagement, live interaction, social media integration, and fan-driven content, visual identity, neon. No, not yet. Pop culture insight, news, trends, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, community engagement, live interactions and social media integration, and fan-driven content, visual identity, neon, cyber-inspired color palette, electric green, violet, and black. Futuristic but approachable typography, bold sans serif logos and on-screen graphics. Dynamic motion graphics for transitions between shows. Differentiation combines live gaming, pop culture news, and influencer-driven content all on one platform. The hub for today's cultural conversation. So now, here we go. So remember the logo, G4 Culture Troller News right here. Remember this logo? This is going to be the foundation for G4. So here we go. So we have G4 Culture Troller News this morning. The format and focus will be fast-paced pop culture, gaming news, social media highlights, and influencer segments. So you have a 3-hour morning show about gaming news and pop culture 5 days a week. Now, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., it's going to be nothing but talk. We're going to have probably 2 talk shows talk show at 10 a.m., panel show at 11 a.m., and a 1-hour lunch interview show, or it will be some type of show from 12 to 1. But then from 1 to 2 p.m., G4 Culture Troller News Today, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and career interviews, community-focused features. Now that's in Soundstage 18, right? Now from 2 to 5, G4's Loot Quest Live. So that will be outside or in stage 17 if the weather is not permitting. Live gaming competition, challenges, giveaways, fan participation, slime time, live energy. Okay, yes, Loot Quest Live, weekdays from 2 to 5, right? And of course during that time, there will be other shows, right? So Loot Quest Live will be like Slime Time Live, where just come in during the break and make it do what it do. Then it will be going back and forth between show and Loot Quest Live, show, Loot Quest Live, show, Loot Quest Live. So then from 5 to 6 p.m., G4 Culture Troller News Tonight, recap of today's top stories, highlight reels of cultural insights. Then from 7 to 8 p.m., everybody, the one, the only, the legend itself, Attack of the Show is back on G4. Pop culture talk, viral trends, tech reviews, celebrity guests, and all the crazy damn skits you could ever think of. Improv and scripted, damn it. We do both around here. That'll be in Soundstage 19, and then X-Play, 11:35 to 12:35 a.m. Gaming reviews, live gameplay, streams, esports commentary, and sneak peeks. Now from 8 p.m. to 11:35 p.m., those will be all G4 originals, okay? And the thing that we're also going to do with this is, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day with TV where they would have like the crosstalk. You know what I mean? You probably have seen crosstalks before, like on morning television or the evening news. So imagine, if you will, that G4 Culture Troller News this morning ends the show, or they're starting the show at 9:50, and then they talk to that talk show host. Like, hey, what's coming up on your show? And then the host is like, I watched G4 Controller News this morning. That was a great story that you guys did. Come back. And so crosstalks will be a part of this network because it's important to create unity within the network. So key gameplay and tactics, integrated streaming, live streams, real-time audience polls, Twitch and YouTube crossover, segmented programming blocks, fast-moving segments for news, longer form for interviews, interactive challenges for gaming shows, influencer guests, pipeline, weekly celebrity gamers, content creators, and entrepreneurs to draw viewers and social engagement, culture, troll, and branding. All shows tie back to the central brand pillar of being the plug into pop culture and gaming trends. So, like I said, Culture Troller News is going to be the news division for G4, okay? Not to mention, too, there will be G4 correspondents, right? There will be Culture Troller respondents, right? So the Culture Troller correspondents, rather, will be on the Culture Troller News shows, right? And then, of course, they can make appearances on other G4 shows as well. But G4 correspondent, you could be doing linear television, appearances. You could be doing streaming appearances. You could be doing digital content appearances. Yes, you will have room to be you at G4. A marketing plan, goals, reignite interest in G4 among nostalgic audiences, 18 to 34 new viewers, build digital engagement and community around live events, position G4 as a primary destination for gaming and pop culture content. And don't worry about those live events. Got something for that coming up here. Strategies, pre-launch teaser campaigns on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X highlight each show and host, nostalgia-driven content. Remember this, clips from classic G4 moments, influencer partnerships to promote show premieres, and Loot Quest live challenges. Launch week, daily countdown via social media and G4, outdoor activations at Universal Orlando Resort with interactive gaming zones, press coverage and streaming previews, ongoing weekly highlight reels and viral clips distributed across YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels, social first engagement, polls, quizzes, and giveaways tied to live shows, loyalty campaigns, exclusive G4 Insider subscriptions with early access to competitions and events, key performance indicators, viewership, linear and streaming audiences, social engagement, comments, shares, and user-generated content, memberships, subscriptions and memberships routed to premium content, event participation, and activations. So the concept plan, the show is CEO experience, Soundstage 18, G4 controller, G4 Troller news show, sleek modern newsroom aesthetic with multi-camera setup, large LED walls for live updates, social media streams, virtual guests, interactive controller, controller dashboard for audience interaction, Soundstage 19, Attack of the Show and X-Play, modular studio with tech demo zones and on-set gaming stations, VR, virtual reality, augmented reality integration for viewers, live gameplay overlays and immersive demonstrations, outdoor stage, G4s, Loot Quest live festival style setup, LED walls, challenge arenas, live leaderboard projections, weather contingency, quick switch up to Soundstage 17 for indoor production, interactivity across shows, viewer polls, live challenges, fan shouts, cross-platform integration, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, exclusive behind-the-scenes access for premium subscribers. Logistics plan, daily operations, so crew assignments. Each studio has dedicated producers, camera operators, tech staff, and host coordinators. Set change over staggered schedules between sound stages to avoid conflict. Soundstage 18, morning, afternoon block. Soundstage 19, evening, night block. But the Soundstage 18 will also have the Culture Troller news tonight, so that will be the morning, afternoon, and evening block. But Soundstage 19 will be the evening and night block for Attack of the Show and X-Play, and outdoor stage 17 flexible 2 to 5 p.m. block. Equipment, high-speed internet, multi-camera setups, drones for outdoor coverage. Because, I mean, come on, how cool would it be to see this, you know, from a drone shot live? Okay, just keeping it a buck there. Yes, indeed. Drones for outdoor coverage, AR, VR, streaming gear, guest coordination, green room spaces, Soundstage 18 and 19. That will be stage 7. That will be Soundstage 17, the metal production central. Daily production meetings for celebrity career arrivals and segment flow. Weather contingency, Loot Quest live moves indoors to Soundstage 17 seamlessly. Equipment stations are optimized for fast setup and takedown. Broadcast and streaming, multi-platform delivery, cable, G4 app, Twitch, and YouTube, redundant streaming servers to ensure uptime during live outdoor events, integrated social media graphics for live reactions and fan engagement, weekly production rhythm, Monday pre-production segment plan, guest confirmations, Tuesday tech rehearsal and setup, set prep, Wednesday dress rehearsal and final social media teasers, on Thursday, film, G4 Controller News Today, and Loot Quest Live. Friday, Attack of the Show and X-Play recordings. Saturday, highlight compilation special events. Sunday, off maintenance content review. Now, for those of you who remember Nickelodeon Studios, they had to be on all year long, even if there was nothing going on. The good thing about G4 is because we're doing more unscripted content is a lot cheaper to produce. And because news is happening 24/7, it's literally a content studio happening year round, all 7 days a week. G4 Studios, this studio right here, will be living 7 days a week. There will always be something going on at G4 Studios or G4 the Plug of the Culture Studios, live from Universal Orlando Resort. Yes, indeed. There. So then, of course, here there is a weekend. There is a weekend programming block called G4 Screensavers Pad Live. Now, of course, you guys remember there was a thing called Screensavers that was one of the original shows. So this is the weekend edition. Now, of course, during this reality TV shows, docuseries, game shows, e-gaming, and more will be happening with Screensavers Pad Live. Tagline where creators connect and culture happens. Brand voice, fun, engaging, insider level, witty, and conversational. Brand pillars, pop culture, media insight, trending topics, viral content, entertainment news, creator-led discussion, authentic perspectives from content creators across YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram, interactive and inclusive audience polls, social media integration, and live fan interaction. Visual identity, bright text-happy colors, teal, magenta, electric blue, dynamic split-screen graphics for live interactions, anime overlays for trending topics and polls. So you have from 7 to 10 a.m. G4 Screensavers Pad Live this morning, casual coffee, chat-style content creators discuss trending entertainment and fan comments live. That'll be in South Stage 18. From 1 to 4 p.m., Screensavers Pad today, afternoon pop culture roundtable, special guest interviews, viral video reactions, and made challenges between creators. And then from 5 to 8 p.m. is Screensavers Pad Live After Dark evening primetime block, deeper discussions on entertainment media, film, TV, film, game crossovers, live fan Q&A, and trending debate segments. And then G4 Screensavers Pad After Dark, late night edgy pop culture meme reviews, niche fandom discussions, streaming recommendations, and career-led skits. So you have 3-hour blocks, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 hours of live content in addition to the reality shows, the game shows, the e-gaming, the docu-series, right? And everything in between. So that'll be mixed in with all of this. Yeah, I know. Content strategy highlights. Weekend shows lean, more casual, driven, less structured than weekday news. Heavy focus on social media trends and viral moments. Each block has reoccurring interactive segments like fan picks, live polls for trending topics, career challenges, quick fun tasks between hosts, mashup moments, gaming, pop culture, and viral internet reactions. Promote clips and highlights across TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Marketing plan. Weekend specific goals, make the weekend appointment viewing for pop culture entertainment fans, drive live social engagement with content creator hosts, build a community hub vibe, positioning G4 as the weekend go-to for entertainment news. Strategies, pre-weekend teasers, clips of upcoming guest creator appearances, countdown posts for polls, which creator do you want to see debate the hottest trends, cross-promotion social media posts featuring creator channels, collaboration with influencers who appear as guests on the show, weekend highlights, create highlight reels for Sunday evening to drive engagement for the week ahead, use Twitter, X, and Discord for live conversation threads, key performance indicators, weekend live viewership numbers, social media engagement rates, shares, comments, poll participation, growth of follower community for hosts and G4 platforms, concept plan, show and studio experience, studio setup, soundstage 18, casual living room aesthetic, multiple couches, high top tables and screens for content display, module areas for creator interviews, fan interaction via live feeds and on-set content creation, integrated cameras from live multi-angle streaming, interactive LED displays showing fan polls and trending hashtags, interactive experience, fans get their questions, memes, and clips in real time, audience-driven voting shapes, discussion topics from the segment, creator versus creator mini games happen live to increase engagement. Cast and roles. Main weekend host, rotating roster, tech and pop culture lead, expert in gaming, viral culture, internet trends, entertainment film insider, covers TV, movies, and streaming media, creator meme specialist, focus on viral moments and fan culture, audience host and social media curator, engages directly with fan input, guest appearances, weekly creator guests from Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, celebrity interviews for trending entertainment content, fan creator spotlight, creator content spotlights, segment examples, morning brew, lighthearted trending stories and coffee chat discussion, creator clash, fun debates and challenges between hosts and guests, fan Friday, Saturday spotlight, feature fan created viral videos or memes, after dark deep dive, niche fandom discussions, edgy humor, and culture breakdowns. So the logistics plan: Friday prep, segment plan, guest confirmation, and guest set prep rather. Saturday, Sunday morning setup 6 to 7 a.m. morning show 7 to 10 a.m. afternoon prep, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. segment recording setup, afternoon show 1 to 4 p.m. evening prep 4 to 5 p.m. evening show 5 to 8 p.m. late night sub 8 p.m. to 11:35 and then after dark 11:35 p.m. to 1:35 a.m. Studio requirements: soundstage fully equipped for multi-camera setups and live streaming, on-set crew, producers, directors, camera operators, graphics team, and social media coordinators, guest green room for creators and celebrities, backup plans for outdoor segments or remote guest appearances. So the cool thing about this, right now, y'all remember Slime Time Live and that outdoor set. Loot Quest Live will be Monday through Friday. Attack of the Show Monday through Friday. X-Play Monday through Friday. Culture Troller News Monday through Friday. Yes, well, we're going to have a live outdoor stage in that same area. So when Loot Quest Live is over on Friday, that will be the outdoor section. So imagine you're a G4 correspondent and you're hosting the Screensavers Pad Live outdoor audience. And so they can let's go outside and see what our fans are saying. Cross promotion is what we do here, right? Live interaction tools, fan polls, and via mobile app and web portal, live tweets, fan polls via mobile app and web portal, live tweet integration displayed on studio screens, real-time leaderboard for mini games and challenges. Now, of course, you need a studio tour, okay? You need a studio tour because, like I said, this has to be a living, breathing thing. So this is the weekday tour here. Tour concept, a walkthrough of the weekday production where areas where gaming, news, gaming, pop culture shows are filmed, focus on live production, activity, and tech setups. So the tour stops and highlights Soundstage 18, Culture Troller News Hub, Marin Newsroom Mistake with LED video walls displaying trending topics and live social media feeds, control desk for live editing, graphics, and producer operations, guest green room and on-set interviews with multi-camera angles, interactive control dashboard. Visitors can see how fans, polls, comments, and trending topics appear live. So when you went to Nickelodeon Studios, right, you will go up this escalator and then there will be these catwalks. So all the catwalks will update all those and everything, but you'll be able to look down and see them doing pop culture news live. I'm not playing with y'all about this. I really believe that this thing right here could actually happen, right? And that's that at nighttime. So imagine you just walking down and it's like, oh my God, Screensavers Pad Live is happening. Oh wait, and there's an outdoor audience. I want to join in on the show. Like, this is a living, breathing content creation place of business, right? So let's keep going here. Soundstage 19, Attack of the Show, X-Play Studio, modular tech demo zones with gaming stations, VR, AR setups, and live gameplay projection screens, demo table for hosts to review gadgets, pop culture tech, dynamic LED backdrops that change depending on the seminar theme, outdoors / stage 17, G4's Loot Quest Live Zone, festival style gaming challenges, obstacle courses, and fan competition zones. On tour, visitors see live leaderboard setups, LED displays, and stage construction for live events. Weather contingency, how Soundstage 17 transformed to indoor turn for Loot Quest Live, control rooms, tech hub, multi-monitor stations for live streaming, social integration, broadcast management. Viewers can peek behind the scenes of live switching, camera control, and graphic overlays. Production office, a green room, hosts and guest prep areas with wardrobes and makeup zones. Interactive creative spaces where content segments and games are brainstormed. Interactive demo for visitors. Try out AR, VR experiences from X-Play. Participate in Loot Quest mini challenges and live polls. Now, the weekend tour is a lot. It's the same, but it's different, right? So Soundstage 18, Screensavers Pad Live Studio, casual living room set with couches, coffee tables, and multi-screen displays. Visitor experience, watch content creators prep and test interactive segments, observe live social media integration and fan polls, and trending content displays, creator guest and creator zones, green rooms with creator lounges, and prep areas for weekend hosts, behind the scenes recording creator challenges and mashup moments. Number 3, interactive fan participation area. Viewers can submit memes, vote in polls, join mini creator challenges that may air live, highlighting late night after dark segments for edgier content, meme reviews, and culture breakdowns. Number 4, content creation sandbox, space where hosts, creators brainstorm viral clips from skits. Visitors can see how live segments are scripted, executed. Tech and streaming hub, multi-camera subs, and live graphics, and edge stations in action, observing real-time fan interaction with creators from morning, afternoon, and late night shows. Social media will highlight highlights reel. Visitors can watch trending clips and highlight reels produced live on the weekend shows, encourages participation in social sharing and challenges. Tour experience enhancements. Weekdays and weekends augmented reality guides. Visitors can use the AR app to see overlays and segments, host commentary or live posts of action, photo video spots, branded G4 setups for fan photos or short clips, interactive creative challenges. Fans can try mini games or trivia that parallel on-air segments, streaming booth experience. Visitors can experience what it's like to be on a live broadcast and simulated setup. So you got the weekend programming block of Screensavers Pad Live, and then you have the Culture Troller News, which is the news division of G4. In addition to Attack of the Show and X-Play, those signature shows are back, but the all-new show, Loot Quest Live, is its own thing. So here is, you ready? The logo for this. It was so good. I'm just like, let's continue the consistency, right? So this is Screensavers Pad Live. And then, of course, right here is the set of Screensavers Pad Live because it's like a pad. You know what I mean? It's the chill out zone. So, yeah. Y'all, let me tell you something. I am just so, when I tell you I'm proud of my damn self, I sincerely mean that shit. I am really proud of myself with this one, for real. Because it that's the thing. Whenever you are thinking about a concept of this magnitude, you cannot come weak, because in the world that we live in today, in 2026, ideas can become reality. Even though these images are AI, everything else is all planned out, right? And I feel like maybe the reason why G4 really didn't work out, it worked out more the first time than the second time. Maybe the reason why it didn't work out the second time was because they didn't have an anchor, right? And people love consistency in their programming. They love the tenacity to know that their programming feels alive. And so to have Culture Troller News Monday through Friday, Loot Quest Live, interactive show where fans can participate. And you think about Nickelodeon Studios, where you could have auditioned to be on a Nickelodeon show, you can audition to be on Loot Quest Live. So you can be on vacation and be like, hey, so can I hang out with y'all today because I'm going to be a contestant on Loot Quest Live, and you're live on G4 while you're on vacation. The hell? And then, of course, like I said, Attack of the Show and X-Play, but then to have a weekend edition of honoring Screensavers and what that is and what that was, but elevated for 2026. It's just chef's kiss. I mean, really. So here we go. So here's the comeback plan. G4 Studios at Universal Orlando Resort, Soundstage 18, the G4 Culture Troller News shows, Soundstage 18, Attack of the Show and X-Play, Soundstage 17, backup for G4's Loot Quest Live, outdoor studio, primary location for G4's Loot Quest Live. Programming slate, 7 to 10 a.m., G4's Culture Troller News this morning, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., G4 Culture Troller News today, Lifestyle Entrepreneur, 2 to 5 p.m., G4's Loot Quest Live, the Slime Time Live for G4, 5 to 6 p.m., G4 Culture Troller News tonight, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Attack of the Show, and then 11:35 to 12:35 a.m. X-Play. Now, I mentioned all those shows are going to be live. Yeah. Brand plan, brand identity, core values, gaming, pop culture, live engagement, nerd culture, innovation, personality, energetic, irreverent, interactive, nerd culture, authoritative, visual identity, neon accents, bold fonts, live stream overlays, AR, VR graphics for interaction, hashtag game on, culture on, G4 on. Position the go-to destination for gamers, pop culture enthusiasts, and content creators seeking live entertainment and news. Balances news credibility, Culture Troller News with high energy live entertainment. Loot Quest Live, Attack of the Show, and X-Play. Audience, males and females, 18 and 34. Gamers, pop culture fans, streamers, and digital natives. Game plan. It's number 2, program strategy, 7 7 to 10 a.m. morning news, quick headlines, trending topics, gaming, pop culture, influencer interviews, lifestyle talk. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. entrepreneurs, lifestyle, gaming, culture, integration, short form, viral content segments. Loot Quest Live, 2 to 5 p.m. interactive gaming challenges, AR, VR experiences, audience participation, live polls, challenges, evening news, 5 to 6 p.m. recap of major gaming, pop culture news, influencer spots, trending content breakdown, attack of the show, 7 to 8 p.m. live commentary on gaming, tech, movies, gadgets, fun, and reverent tone, and then 11:35 to 12:35 a.m. deep dive reviews, gameplay demos, esports coverage, and late night edge for dedicated fans. Interactive components, live polls, social media integration, Twitch/YouTube cross streaming. Loot Quest Live incorporates audience challenges and prizes. Marketing plan, pre-launch social media teaser campaigns highlighting host studio and new interactive segments. Partner with influencers in gaming, tech, and pop culture for early promotion. Countdown campaigns. G4 is back in 3, 2, 1. Personally, what I would do with this is just this. Oh, hey everybody! I'm Braylon Lee. Nice to see you there. Hi, good, nice to meet you. I know you're like, who is this guy? Where does he come from? Why does he exist? Do you remember this? Warehouse. And this warehouse holds a lot of stories. Well, this warehouse holds a lot of things that are in store, right? So, interns, bulk order, dangerous weapons, a sticky note of some kind. Rollers there. Wonder Twin tights. The cell phone's chandelier, of course, the chair that James Cameron used to knock out Dudley. Now, we're walking down the hallway. I know what you're thinking. This is the teaser trailer from 2021. Yes, G4 went to shit, and we all know it. Well, that's why I'm here. G4 is back. G4, the plug of the culture. Get ready to plug in with us. Coming soon. Bye, everybody. That's how I would introduce G4 coming back. Just admit that you fucked up and that, we finally got it right this time, Launch, live stream launch event with mini games and giveaways, press coverage, and media partnerships targeting gaming and pop culture publications, ongoing marketing, daily social snippets and highlights for each show, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube shorts of the best moments, cross promotion on Universal Orlando Resort channels, both physical signage and online. Merchandise drops, G4 swag, Loot Quest collectibles, limited edition items, and also too, G4 will be on all the resort TVs. Yeah. And not to mention too, I would ask NBC Universal to also give everybody G4 Plus access. So if you don't want to watch G4 on the resort TV, and you want to watch G4 on your phone or your tablet, you can while you're at the park, but otherwise you got to pay. So, Anyway, moving on. Merchandise drops, G4 swag, Loot Quest collectibles, limited edition items, engagement metrics, social engagement, hashtag G4 is back, Loot Quest Live, viewer retention, interaction during live streams, merchandise sales. Concept plan, G4 Controller, new show, Soundstage 18, sleek Marin news set with AR screens for interactive segments, morning fast-paced multiple host desks, guest interviews, afternoon lifestyle entrepreneur focused stories with dynamic visuals, evening recap trending topics and influencer integration, Loot Quest Live outside soundstage typically backup, physical challenges, live competitions, streaming in a gamified arena. Not really. Y'all remember how Slime Time Live had the stage and then they had the 3 buckets? So it'll be L for loot, Q for quest, and L for the other one. So LQL. So LQL. And, of course, Loot Quest Live have a box of 9 boxes with different gaming icons, and if you match it, you get the loot, along with some other games as well. Okay, so there it is. Moving on here, weather contingency move into Soundstage 17 seamlessly with a green screen outside fill, audience participation through app or Twitch chat integration. Attack of the show and X-Play Soundstage 19. Stage includes multiple screens for gameplay, demos, and live reactions, emphasis on humor, nostalgia, and in-depth commentary on gaming and pop culture. I just thought about this. What if what if the outside stage during the week was also for Attack of the Show? So, and not to mention too, how about this? A content creator could be the outside host for Attack of the Show or X-Play. So when Attack of the Show says, let's go outside and see what our fans have to say, or when X-Play says, let's go outside and see what our X-Play fans have to say, that could be you. Oh, when I tell you I thought this motherfucker all the way through, I ain't playing with y'all and shit. Moving on, brand synergy, cross-promotion across all shows, news clips feeding into live shows, highlighting, looping on social. Loot Quest Live ties into Attack of the Show and X-Play special challenges for future games. And also, too, that outdoor set will also be for culture, troll, and news. So that outdoor set's going to get a lot of action. Believe me, you. Logistics plan, studio setup, Soundstage 18, news desk, AR screens, lighting rigs for multi-camera angles, Soundstage 19, camera set, screen options, late night lighting for X-Play, Soundstage 17, backup outdoor setup, flexible stage modules, outdoor arena module stages, safety barriers, live stream cameras, seating for limited audience, crew and operations, production team, directors, camera operators, lighting, audio engineers, streaming engineers, stage managers, talent, host, correspondents, guest appearances, social media coordinators, schedule coordination, 6 a.m. crew prep and tech check for the morning news show, 6:30 a.m. talent prep and briefing, wrap morning news prep, Loot Quest Live, 1 p.m. Culture Troll and News Today, 2 to 5 p.m. Loot Quest Live broadcast, 5 p.m. Culture Troll and News Tonight, 6:30 p.m. prepping for Attack of the Show, 7 to 8 p.m. Attack of the Show, 11 p.m. prepping for X-Play, 11:35 to 12:35 a.m. X-Play Live broadcast. Technology, multi-camera live broadcast, redundant streaming streams, AR, VR integration, and live audience interaction, social media overlays, and live poll integration. Contingency plans for the contingency. Loot Quest Live moves indoors to Soundstage 17. Technical redundancy for live streams and backup and live feeds, host and guest backup schedule. So then, of course, right here, Building 17 will be the video facility. So, or the video production facility. So Soundstage 18, the culture troller news shows morning, afternoon, and evening. Soundstage 19, Attack of the Show and X-Play prime time and late night. Soundstage 17, backup for Loot Quest Live, outdoor arena, Loot Quest Live, primary location for live events and audience participation. And then building 17, additional production offices, editing suites, control room, storage, and overflow sets, dedicated spaces for pre-recorded content, YouTube shorts, clips for social influencer content, workspaces for AR, VR integration, tech staging, prop construction, audience green rooms, and talent prep rooms catering. So right here, 6 a.m. prep, Soundstage 18, crew set for morning news and tech check, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. G4 Culture Troll News this morning. Soundstage 18, fast-paced news and trending topics, guest interviews. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. prep and editing. Building 17, afternoon news and Loot Quest Prep Live. Loot Quest Live Prep. Post-production for social clips, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., G4 Culture Troll News Today, Soundstage 18, lifestyle entrepreneur content, influencer integration, 2 to 5, G4's Loot Quest Live Outdoor Arena, Soundstage 17. If it's weather related, live competitions, AR, VR, interactive participation and giveaways. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., G4 Culture Troll News Tonight, Soundstage 18, evening recap, trending stories, gaming, and pop culture highlights. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. prep for Soundstage 19, Attack of the Show setup, and late night X-Play prep. 7 to 8, Attack of the Show, high energy commentary, gaming tech demos, guess, and all the hijinks that you can do. 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. editing social content. So while they're doing that, G4 originals are playing during that time slot, right? Clips for social media, highlights for YouTube, TikTok, AR, VR testing, 11:35 to 12:35 a.m. X-Play, Soundstage 19, late night deep dives, game reviews, and esports coverage, 12:35 a.m. to 2 a.m. wrap and prep, post-show editing, production meetings, and next day prep. So that will be happening Monday through Friday. My Lord. Building 17 utilization, detailed editing, post-production suites, 20 stations for video editing, sound mixing, AR, VR graphics, dedicated social media clipping for clip editing for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, control rooms and tech hubs, remote camera feeds from outdoor areas, sound stages, streaming platforms, redundant streaming systems for live broadcasts, tech construction, AR, VR labs, props, gaming setups, challenge areas, immersive live action experiences, VR, AR integration for Blue Quest Live, interactive social content, talent, and audience facilities, green rooms, dressing rooms, makeup and wardrobe, audience holding areas and safety briefing zones for outdoor events, workshops and creative labs, game show design, challenge prep, content testing for social, collaboration space for G4 controller, news segments, attack of the show skits. And not to mention too, the thing that I was talking with Florton about was with how Universal Orlando Resort is now compared to the 90s. Oh my God, and oh my God, the live shots that they could do with G4 at Universal Orlando Resort, in a word, it would be epic. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it a buck there. Yes, indeed. There. Hey, two people, welcome in. We're talking about G4, and this is my plan to bring back G4. Okay, so this is don't go out here and say it's coming back. It's just an idea. Okay. Key advantages of integration, seamless workflow, outdoor events, soundstage backup, Building 17 post-production, content pipeline, all shows feed directly into social media clips and highlights. Scalable production, Building 17 allows multiple shows to prep simultaneously without blocking main sets. Interactive flexibility, Loot Quest Live can run outdoors with AR, VR, while new shows remain uninterrupted. And so here's what this would look like, right? So you have backup studio, but Soundstage 17 is your studio pretty much, right? Then, of course, Building 17, editing, control rooms, prop, AR, VR workshop, talent green rooms. Right here is Loot Quest Live Arena right here. So you got camera A, camera B, camera C, and then the audience holding area, and then all of that there. But like I said, it's going to be in the Slime Time lifestyle of the show. Then, of course, right here is all the shows for G4, Culture Troller News, and then Attack of the Show and X-Play in one, studio there. So, yes, indeed there. And then right here, just in case you wanted to know what G4, the plug of the Culture Studios, could look like at Universal Orlando Resort. I mean, isn't it amazing that G4 and the Universal Orlando Resort Universal Orlando Resort colors, like they collide very well. It looks like the ultimate gamer's paradise. You know what I mean? So, yes, indeed. There, let me make sure that I got all of this here. Yep. Okay, we are Gucci here now. I want y'all to have one more thing of G4 before we rest for a little bit, okay? Now, you have this studio right here. You have this studio right here that's got Culture Troller News, right? Morning, noon, night. You got Attack of the Show and X-Play. You have Screensavers Pad Live. But what's the point of having all this and having a production facility open 7 days a week if you can't do some big live events with it? So here we go. G4, the Plug of the Culture live experiences ecosystem. So there will be a G4, the Plug of the Culture Con. So what it is a flagship annual convention blending gaming, pop culture, tech, music, fashion, internet, fandom, then Comic-Con energy plus G4 DNA, core pillars gaming, AAA, indie, retro sports, esports, pop culture, and fandom, streaming, creative economy, tech, AI, XR, Web3, fashion, sneakers and streetwear, music and soundtracks and gaming. Key experiences, G4 main stage, live Attack of the Show style programming. So imagine Plug of the Culture Live Con or Plug of the Culture Con Live, where it's G4 correspondents talking about what's happening at the Plug of the Culture Con live on G4. X-Play Arena, live reviews, demos, and developer battles, Career Row, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok meetups, Indie Game Alley, esports matches, G4 Museum, Nostalgia, Future Tech, live audience tapings for G4 shows. So the culture, Troll News shows, Attack of the Show will be live from there, X-Play, and then of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you'll get to have the weekday shows and the screensavers at live. Who's it for? Gamer, fans, gamers, creators, developers, brands, and media. Then you got the G4 Plug of the Culture Cruise, a floating G4 fandom vacation, part gamer retreat, part career bootcamp, and nonstop party. 24/7 LA and console lounges, esports tournaments at sea. Can you imagine playing Mario Kart to a sunset? Like, that would be crazy. Live podcast recordings, career workshops and collabs, late night after dark shows, cosplay nights and theme parties, music performances on deck, exclusive content, reality style cruise docuseries, live stream challenges, creator versus fan competitions, audience, creator, super fans, streamers, sponsors, and talent. G4 Plug of the Culture Music Festival, soundtrack of gaming and internet culture. What it is, a multi-day outdoor music festival celebrating the artists shaping gaming, streaming, and online culture. Music meets gaming, hip-hop, electronic dance music, pop, alt, Ziff wave, game soundtrack orchestras, DJ, gaming crossover sets, streaming, hosted stages, interactive zones, rhythm game arenas, VR music experiences, brand activations, and merch drops, live fan control visuals. Why it works, music is culture. This festival defines what gaming sounds like now. Then, of course, we gotta have an entertainment award. So the G4 Plug of the Culture Entertainment Awards, honoring the voices, games, and creators powering the culture. Annual award show celebrating gamers, gaming, creators, fandoms, and internet-driven entertainment. 4 categories: Game of the Year, Fan and Critics' Choice, Creator of the Year, Breakout Streamer, Best Esports Moment, Best Gaming Soundtrack, Cultural Impact Award, Fandom of the Year, Legacy Plug Award. Of course, there'll be more categories, y'all. Audience, format live, audience, fan voted categories, music performances, comedy, and segments, live reactions from creators, G4 linear, streaming, and social cast broadcast, and then the G4 Plug of the Culture Content Influence Expo, where influence meets infrastructure of business, meets Creator Expo, focused on monetization, brand deals, media strategy, and the future of content. Core tracks, creator economy and monetization, media and streaming strategy, brand partnerships, AI tools, production tech, sports, gaming, and entertainment convergence. Key features: creator pitch rooms, brand speed dating, live deal announcements, workshops and masterclasses, startup and tool showcase, talent discovery stage, audience, creators, agencies, brands, platforms, investors, and media executives. How it all connects to the G4 flywheel. Con builds fandom and hype. Cruise deepens community and content. Music festival expands cultural reach. Entertainment awards crown cultural leaders, and content influence expo fuels the business behind it all. Generates year-round G4 programming, feeds social clips and live streams, support creator pipelines, and strengthens G4 as the plug of the culture. Ciao. Whew. So all of that is G4. So y'all, this one was a project, and that's why I got done in one day today. Okay, so believe me, I really believe in this plan. There's not a network out there, there's not a television network that is for the creator economy. I know everyone is saying that linear TV is dying. Bullshit. Imagine if you worked at G4 from Universal Orlando Resort and you got paid $250,000 a year just to show up to G4 and appear on shows and just be silly. Who would not want that as a job? Tag me in, right? And not to mention too, like I said before, with Universal being the park that it is, can you imagine the live shots that they can do? And not to mention, it like Universal, put the park back in theme park, this would be putting a production facility back in the park. And not to mention too, can you imagine the G4 vacation packages that they could sell with this? My Lord Jesus. So with that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. So we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break so Phil can catch up on everything of G4. We'll be back right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with the soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story. But in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams. here you leave today and enter a world of
A world of princesses. A world of villains. And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
A world of other worlds.
A world of all the favorites. A world of throwbacks.
A world of
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
I'm loving it.
And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. We're talking about G4. If it could come back, what would be my plan? I just told you. For about an hour and some change, we are live here. Y'all, we covered it all. We talked about G4 Culture Troller News, which you heard that correctly. Culture Troller. So take off the word control and put culture in front of it. Culture Troller News, right? So that's the news division of G4. So for the first time ever, G4 will have a news division, right? So that's going to empower so many video game journalists out here, but also to the commentators and the creators and influencers and experts in the world of video games and anime and manga and technology and everything in between. So you have Culture Troller News, that's the news division for G4. Then, of course, you have a brand new show called G4's Loot Quest Live in the style of Nickelodeon's Slime Time Live. Everybody remembers that show. So we're bringing that back, but G4 style. And y'all know that, of course, in video games, you're trying to find the loot, because sometimes loot is power-ups, right? And sometimes it takes a very long quest to find that loot. So that's what we call it, Loot Quest Live. And then, of course, Attack of the Show is back. And then X-Play is back as well. And then, of course, honoring one of the original shows of G4 Screensavers, which G4 Screensavers Pad Live, which is the weekend programming block of G4. So this content facility will be producing shows 7 days a week. Okay, so anytime that you're at Universal Orlando Resort, G4 will be active, right, in any capacity. So, and honestly, to tell you the truth, if this really happened, like I already said to Fullerton, I'm already the creative director in my head. I got a $5 million salary in my head. I have an office there. So, you know, hey, Bray, we need you on, we need you to anchor G4 Culture Troller News tonight at 5 o'clock. It's like, okay, well, listen, it's gonna be very tight because I got Braylon's virtual tour from 6 to 8 p.m. on the E Network. So we'll make it do what it do. But no, I would definitely have an overall deal with G4 if this came back through this vision. And as I was talking with Fullerton today, I was saying to him, like, the thing that I love about what we do is we create joy with these pieces of art. And so, if anything, if this just makes you smile, the creative mind is the creative director, absolutely. So, if this makes you smile as a G4 fan, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, if there's anybody from the world of G4, DM me. Braylon_Lee25. That's BRAYLON _Lee 25. That's BRAYLON _LEE25. That's BRAYLON Lee 25. And let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how you are embracing this. Because honestly, this could start a conversation. Really, all it takes is the right content creator to be like, y'all saw this G4 live? And this dude has finally figured out what G4 needs. And I need people to hire that guy. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we'll chill out here for just a little bit. In addition to that, in addition to all of that, rather, I do have one more live for you all tonight. And I think this live is probably going to be one of the most emotional lives for all of us. If you are a 90s kid, I got something for you here. And I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited right here. If Rugrats can all grow up, why not Nickelodeon? Yes, so grown alone. Okay, y'all can hear me now. My bad. I was talking all that talk. Like I was saying, I got one more live for y'all tonight, and it is Nickelodeon. That is Nickelodeon Studios, but Neon. We never seen Nickelodeon Studios Neon before, so this is going to combine the boldness, the brashness, and the bluntness of being an adult with the wackiness of Nickelodeon, and I cannot wait for y'all to see what I got in store. Now, you could glean ideas from this live that could be in this upcoming live, but I'm not saying a word. You're going to have to tune in at 8:30. If we had office, our walls would be covered with posters. Oh my God, yes. But no, like I said, and like I said, we can use the other sound stages to make G4 game shows and stuff. But with this facility, game shows don't really produce a lot of shows, right? Like Steve Harvey, he produced 185 episodes to 200 episodes in 6 weeks of Family Feud, right? So after all the game shows are produced, then what are you going to do? But at least with this format that we, talked about tonight, is live content all the time. All the time. All the time. Like Attack of the Show will have its own social media platforms. X-Play will have its own social media platforms. G4's Loot Quest Live will have its own social media platforms. G4 Culture Troller News will have its own social media platforms. G4 Screensavers Pad Live will have its own social media platforms. And then, of course, all the G4 original shows will have their own social media platforms. But the main account, G4, will still be in full effect. So, yes, indeed. Like I said, I am really proud of this one. Like I said, this one tonight, I cannot wait for people to see it at 8:30. Y'all are going to lose your minds on what I've done with Nickelodeon. I promise you. And listen, Paramount, if you smart, y'all would do this decision. I promise you. As soon as the live is done, y'all should be calling me. But yes, indeed. So yeah, we're just here chilling out for a little bit. We'll hear. Hang on, y'all. Give me a moment. Let's do it again. Shit. We were doing so good. We were doing so good. There we go. Okay. But yep, that building right there, Nickelodeon, will be back tonight live here on YouTube. So be ready for that. That should be a fun time. So yeah, should be good stuff. Oh, I need to add the Nickelodeon hashtags as well, actually, for that. So I'll add that once I get off of there. But yeah, so it's gonna be good stuff. Yes, Nickelodeon. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So like I said, it was interesting because there's Nickelodeon. There was Teen Nick. Now they could have called it Teenalodeon, but I think Teen Nick works out better because there was Teen Nick Spin the Bottle on Saturday and Sunday nights with DJ Boogie. Now that happened at Nickelodeon on Sunset. For those of you who may not remember, of course they did. Teen Nick from the Hard Rock Cafe in LA, and then of course they did at the Nickelodeon Hotel. That was at the Holiday Inn. It's no longer around, but yes. But yeah, I was like, could you do Grown Nick? I'm like, no, Grown Nickelodeon. I thought about the jingle. I'm like, nope, that makes sense. So just taking off the Nick and just putting the Grown in front of it. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Excuse me, sorry. So yes, indeed. Shout out to the 3 people here. Thank you all so much. Snellodian 2025. Huh? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where the hell did that come from? To use some home improvement energy there. Yes, indeed. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. Senior Lodian. Okay, got you. Like I said, it's going to be a good time tonight. At 8:30. So very, very excited. So like I said, if you guys got any questions about G4 or any or if you got memories of G4, what did you connect to? What allowed you to be able to have, what allowed you to be able to connect to G4. So, Phil, that you're all caught up. What do you think of the plan? Do you like the plan? Does it feel cohesive? Because I think, like I said, the second time around, it was more the digital age. And of course, it was during COVID, so it really didn't have the infrastructure that really needed. And like I said, anytime I rebrand a network or either rebrand a network or give a network a new life, I always go from the traditional structure of news, entertainment, everything else. So it's a full 24-hour cycle for G4. So yeah, it's and like I said, people like structure. They like consistency. They like to feel that their content is alive. And there is no way in hell that if you were working at G4 that you could not enjoy working there. Just no way. I mean, you're in the same building as a whole news division. You got Attack of the Show and X-Play on the other side. You got a whole game show outside. It is constant creativity. And like I said, as you're walking down Production Central and you see that building, just imagine working there just as a job. And honestly, tell you the truth, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know what y'all probably thinking, like, Bray, you probably want to be a host on G4. Let me tell you something. If I could be the senior correspondent for G4 and do Braylon's virtual tour live and just be able to drop into shows when I want to or when they ask me to and get paid a very good salary, I am good. Do you hear me? So, and plus, not only that, too, I think that, you know, this creator economy version of G4 would actually launch a lot of content creators in the mainstream media. I really do. Because, like I said, Chris Hardwick, he hosts The Wall on NBC. Kevin Pereira, you know, he's done big things. Candace Bailey, Olivia Nunn, you know, she's an actress. A lot of people from G4 have went on to Hollywood. You know what I mean? So this would be a great new incubator for, you know, content creators, because like I said, it's not a network for the creator economy right now for people to be able to succeed. So, and plus knowing that too, imagine this, like, let's just say that you stay at G4 for like 5 years while you have something on the side, like staying, you know, at G4 for 5 years while you build up your own stuff. So by the time you're 5 years in, you want to go into main Hollywood, cool, but at least you can still have a place to come back to, you know, if you fall on hard times. Like, okay, you know, we can always, you know, for digital content and stuff, you know, you can have podcasts here at the G4 Both of the Culture Podcast Network, right? So and also too, I don't think G4 ever thought about expanding into live events. So you got the con, the cruise, the music festival, the entertainment awards, and a expo for content creators and influencers to be able to network with brands and with companies so they can rise. You know what I mean? Also, too, those events are a great pipeline into G4. So if you like really do good coverage at the award show, then hey, maybe like use your clip on G4. So the possibilities are endless with this idea. So. I'll probably end it around 8 o'clock here, so that way we can get off and get ready for this one, because oh my god, I'm so ready for this. I was debating on doing this one on Monday, but I'm like, no, I got the energy. I got the energy, so I cannot wait for y'all to see what will be inside this building here potentially. So and yeah, all I did, y'all, just took the original Nickelodeon Studios picture and I just put the Nickelodeon logo, flat logo with that, and just made it neon, so you get to see it lit up for the first time ever, and it looks amazing. It looks like if you like typed it in on your phone, you will be like, oh my god, like, wait, is that real? No, it's not real, y'all. It could be though. It could be. So yes, good stuff. 86 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're talking about G4 tonight. That's how I edit it. We talked about G4 tonight. We talked about G4 Culture Troller News. That's the news division of G4. Then, of course, we talked about Attack of the Show and X-Play coming back. We also talked about G4's New Quest Live, which is the Slime Time edition for, which is the Slime Time live game show for G4. And then, of course, Screensavers Pad Live is the weekend programming block for G4. So that thumbnail that you saw is a living, breathing content creation place. There we go. So there is that. That is the building there. So yeah, so that is the G4 Studios there at Universal Orlando Resort. And listen, if it happens, just know I'm hired. Okay, whoever makes that decision, I am hired. I am already hired. Understand that. Oh man. So yes, indeed. So. Yeah, like I said, we'll wrap it up around 8 o'clock, and then we'll get ready for Nickelodeon tonight. So. Yes, shout out to the 5 people here. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have you here. Seven people in the building. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. It's talking about a little bit of G4. Yes, indeed, we are. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Like I said, I can only imagine what Phil and Fullerton's minds are going to with Nickelodeon. Like, what does Braylon got in store? Now, for those of you who don't know, I was actually on Nickelodeon in 2003. When we crossed our 3,000 subscribers, I showed that clip of me on Nickelodeon. So that was really cool. So cannot wait to do that tonight for y'all. And it's really a love letter to all the Nickelodeon fans too. It really is. So yeah, very excited. Very excited. So. Yes, indeed. So we have word to Lexon. Like I said, it really is amazing what AI will do. Like when I literally now it took me a couple of tries to get this look here with G4, but once it came out, I'm just like, oh my god. That looks like what it would actually be like. So yeah. Like I said, I do hope that the building does get utilized again and it gets revived and it has a new life, because the buildings are still there, ladies and gentlemen. They are still there all these years later. They are still there. I wish Nickelodeon would have fought for national landmark status, because then that means they could have never torn it down. They could have never redid the restrooms and stuff inside. They had to leave everything on the inside there. And not to mention too, imagine, being able to go to a historic landmark that you can still create content in. Like that would have been the ultimate. You know what I mean? So yes, indeed. Thank you, 5 people. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Well, y'all, as we get ready to wrap up here on this particular live, because like I said, we got that Nickelodeon live or that Gronolodeon live at 8:30. The first thing I want to tell you about this time for the Daily Motivator. And I try to, and usually I don't go live on Sundays, but I always try to get you something. You know, this weekend I really enjoyed my rest and relaxation and my release. But also too, you know, just know that when you put something out, care about it, right? People will feel your genuine authenticity if it's not there. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I will say is that be vulnerable in your creativity. I'll never forget when Robin Roberts cried from Louisiana when she finally found her family after Hurricane Katrina. That moment broke so many barriers for journalists because you could not cry on camera. But of course, you found your family after a devastating hurricane. Yeah, I'm going to cry. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable in your creativity. And finally, just because you might be one of many doesn't mean that you don't matter. Just because you're one of many doesn't mean you don't matter. Just because you're one of many doesn't mean that you do not matter. This conversation about G4 is one of many conversations about G4. Although, I will say, this is probably the first conversation about G4 in a very long time with solutions included to it, okay? I will definitely say that. So just remember, just because you are one out of many doesn't mean that the conversation that you are creating does not matter. Some things are started for a reason to continue and have a conclusion later on. Some things start for a reason and then they continue and conclude later on. Sometimes things start for a reason and then conclude later on. So yes, indeed. So I think that is about it for me as we get ready to come into the final moments. I'm going to do an Attack of the Show intro here as we get ready to head out here. All right, y'all, here we go. Yes, indeed. That was Attack of the Show, and shall we attack this one right here? So with that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special because you are always one of us. And trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself. Another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we're great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life. Or you're just saying, hey, listen, it's not that things cannot get right, but you just have to do the work to get it right. It's not that things can't get right. You just have to do the work to get things right. It's not that things can't get right. You just have to do the work to get things right. Make sure the replay is not just right for you to watch it, not just for you to listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, when see love, you gotta give it. When see love, you gotta give it. When see love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, whatever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, like I said, this is just a prediction. Okay, if I could predict what the comeback of G4 could look like, it would be this. This does not mean that G4 is coming back. It is a fan discussion. You can chime in. Okay, this is just an idea, but also too, let's create space, because we know that in the world of 2026, fans do have power. Amen. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessing that will wait for you, me, all of us, as a society, as people, as culture. I feel the love and I send it right back to you. And for the rest of you, I will see you all back here in just a little bit. Right here for Nickelodeon at 8:30, under 30 minutes away until we unleash Nickelodeon Studios, rebirthed, renewed, and refreshed. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to see it. All right, one love, much love, all love. Phil love, send right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and they charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.